Okay, back for another day of the Astro Weather, and I'm looking like the Astro Weathered man today. This is Robert Phoenix, and we've got a few little bells and whistles that we put together here. And one of the things that I have found in my StreamYard assets is this right here, which is the like and subscribe graphic. Ooh, isn't that cool? That's right. Like and subscribe. You can start right here. We'll do it again before the show is over. And that way you can boost the algorithm. Let me take you on a little tour here. Up in the right-hand corner, the upper right-hand corner, we have a Q code, right? And you know what that Q code has right in the center of it? You can't see it, but that's Jasper's face. That's right, Jasper. Jasper the Taurus, you're in there in the Q code, immortalized. Some may call it catsploitation, but I just call it marketing. So you know what that's for? That's for buying me, guess what? A cup of coffee. So if you say, wow, that was a really great show, some of you who actually use the Q code, I'm trying to court a bit of a younger audience, perhaps. Not that the older audience has anything wrong with it, but you hold your phone up there, and when you're in photo mode, it'll line it up. It's like a Q to cue it, right? So it's a QR code, but ever since Q came around, it's called them Q codes. So there we go. We have like and subscribe. I like playing with it. Like and subscribe. And then the QR code if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee. I was in the realm of kind of figuring out more bells and whistly stuff to do with StreamYard. But, and I found some. But it's always fascinating to go into these realms and see other products and other competitors and what they're doing. And, kind of the space hasn't evolved that much. A lot of the same players that were there are still there. And StreamYard has gobbled up the market space. Whoa. Peach is the cat. She's getting bouncy back here. Anyway, no further ado. Let's do a quick little check-in with the peanut gallery. And look who checked in on cue. There she is. The Astro Weather Kitty. Yeah, I know. Can you please buy me a cup of coffee? Sir, may I have another coffee? I like babes. Yeah, we're the babes of Star Trek month. Speaking of babes, we got a babe for our star of the day. Interesting chart too, based on her life and some of the other things that's going on. So who do we have? Who's with us? Of course, there he is, DJ MC. Kabuki Bo, thumbs up. Thank you, Bo. The new next, babes. Yes. Those are the women of Harry Mudd, played by Roger C. Carmel. We've got, let's see, Cheeky Monkey. Hey, what's going on, Amy? Well, you were there at 1:54 in the morning. You're probably off. Changing the world, making it a safer place for all of us. Who else? Misbehaving too. Jackie Delario, Vaporwave. You're live. Well, hey, it's a good thing I'm here too. And I'm alive. It works. PMSOG. Wow. I think I just time traveled to Star Trek. Yeah, it's the babes of Star Trek. It's like I thought for Libra. What am I going to do for Libra? Well, it's beauty. We'll start off with Venus in the clamshell, and Then I'll do something on AI and conjure up some beautiful thing out of the commingling of mind and the cyber mind. That would be a good line for a poem. The commingling of mind and the cyber mind. Yeah. Although commingling sounds kind of old and dated in some ways, but it works on a musical level. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We have Joan S., the lovely and talented one. Saving Austin, 1 2 at a time. Moira in NYC. Oh yeah, the Star Trek thing. So I could have got scales. Libra's the scales and balance. And I'm like, it's just beauty. I'm going with just beauty with Libra. So let's time travel, and we're going to see how as many babes of Star Trek as we can roll out. I found 2 now. They're not easy to find, to be honest. A lot of the images are low quality, low size, but we might be able to conjure up enough to take us all the way through this zone of the Galactic Federation known as Libra. All right, T. Jordan, what's going on, Tom? Good to see you. Sun Tzu, she's got a free morning. Here's to you, Sun Tzu. And your free morning. Sharon Lewis is with us. Born with intense aspects. It's a familiar ride, and I know the intense aspects. Ooh. Some of them everybody gets, right? Some of them are just, you go through it, and that's just the way it is. I feel like I should have some Hugh Hefner gold chains or something like that. Hey, kitties and cats. Hey, kitties and cats. Hey, kitties and cats. Kitties and cats, it's where it's at. Bill Smith is here. Neil Smith, the Smith brothers. The Smith brothers, they made some of the best tasting cough drops ever. Am I right? Those Smith brothers are like fucking candy. Like, this Smith cherry cough drop. Or the Smith version of the lemon and eucalyptus. Very light on the eucalyptus, though. Those Smith brothers. Hey, Mom, you got another cough drop? Yeah, I think it's working. Why don't you give me a box of those? The Smiths made the best coffee. It wasn't the same with the Vicks. It's like, it's not the same as the Smith. Yeah, I'm getting all this like menthol up in my nose and shit, but it doesn't taste the same. Give me those Smiths. Any of those Smiths around? The Smith brothers cough drops were like crack, right? Weren't they? Come on now. I don't even think they have them anymore. I think they've even sold them in the candy section. Oh yeah, there's those cough drops. Hanging laundry. I remember the 2 blonde ladies, but not the brunette. Well, one of them, I think, they had this whole Babes of Star Trek thing. Actually, it was anybody who was part of the cast but wasn't famous. It's like who they were and the lives that they went on to live after Star Trek, who they were before. And it's amazing. A lot of these people, a lot of these Star Trek people are still alive. Like I'm watching, it's like, holy shit. You're still alive. You're in your 80s, late 80s, 90s. And even the ones that passed away lived into their 90s. I don't know what they were doing on the Enterprise. Maybe it was the space travel. It slowed their aging process down. Lana Winkler, Crackling Corn in Illinois, the Bisou. I would never have known who those ladies were if somebody in chat didn't say Star Trek babes. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Let's see. Who else we have here? I watched more Next Generation reruns, to be honest. Yeah, I grew up with Star Trek. I mean, I actually watched the show as a kid. I looked forward to watching Star Trek, and I was crestfallen when they didn't renew it. Crestfallen. I did watch some of the Next Generation. I have to admit, I saw a few episodes, but the more they added on, it's like the less, Babylon, what is it, Deep Space Nine. It was okay. There were some babes in that. Elena Troy. Everybody liked Elena Troy. Right. Marina Sirtis. Dead Wolf Resistance. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. Moving out day. Oh, isn't that fun? Everybody loves to move. I hope it is swift and merciful. Lisa Ann White. Merciful meaning you don't have any things go wrong. Elsbeth Herod is here. David El Narita from Mexico. Hey, David. We know who that is. We know who that is. It's not David. It's Joe Wong. You Wong. Not David. Jill. Lily Lou's here. What's up, Lily Lou? Lily Lou sent me a picture of her mother and her granddaughter. So cute. So cute. Let's see. Sandra Jack Shaw. Looking for, I know Sandra Jack Shaw is coming to where? She's coming to the bridge. Taking the bridge, Maceo. She's coming to the bridge. Killian Hart, Rosie. Let's see who else we have here. Let's see, Brian Scott. What's going on, Brian? Buenos back. Having my cup of dandy blend. Oh, where Tom got that. Let's see, Kelly B. Michelle Renee. Hey, Michelle Renee. Valeria Rubens. Desley Logan. It's nice to have your chat at my bedtime. Yes. Can we sing you a little bedtime song? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Desley. I think I'll spare you that. If I keep doing it, I might just put you to sleep. And everybody else, too. Barbara Bizichstein from Prague. Good to see you. Hey, we have a guy that lives in Prague. Oh, yeah. His name is Russ Winter. If you haven't met his acquaintance, maybe you should. There you go. The Bridge Expo. They've gotten a little bit of a discount. So if you're on the fence, you want to get over the fence, you want to take the bridge and get to where we're going. What do they call the Gate of Asgard? The Bifrost. It's not really frosty, but it is. It's trendy. It's bi. Frost can be bi. Anyway, that's the Bridge Expo. Spirit Gardener alive. Yes, you are. I'm glad we're all alive. That's what you think, Kelly. You think we're all alive? Maybe we're all dead since 2012. That's an internet theory that the world ended in 2012. We're all living in some kind of weird purgatory. It kind of makes sense in a very disturbing way. Let's see. Let's see, who do we have here? Barbara Boots in the house. Hey, Barbara. Kay Clark from Oz. Carrie from Oz says hi. We have a really dedicated group from down under. Australia, New Zealand. Those are the downer under and the downer under. Wasn't one Roddenberry's wife? Yes, that's true. Majel Barrett was Roddenberry's wife. He broke off a relationship with Nichelle Nichols. Nichelle, Lieutenant Uhuru. They were together. And he broke off a relationship. I wonder if she felt that it was race-oriented or race-related. And that's what happens sometimes when you get into a mixed-race relationship and you don't go all the way and marry and have children. I mean, sometimes like, are you dropping me for a white girl so you can go have white babies? Well, yeah, I think I am, now that you mention it. But he's Gene Roddenberry. He was kind of a freak. Roddenberry was kind of a freak. Visionary. He used to write for a lot of other TV shows before he came up with this idea of Star Trek, which he really didn't come up with. Somebody else came up with it. He did capitalize on it. Not every idea is original. Let's see. Who else? Lisa's getting into a home. Nice. You need to get out of that apartment soon. Melissa Urban's here. Hi, Melissa. Carol Lamore, bad cough, can't shake. Even succumb to antibiotic, nothing working. Come on, people. We have some great healers in chat. Maybe Carol can get a hint or two. Yes, Smith Brothers. You got that right, Mia. We couldn't have candy at school, but we could have cough drops, right? I mean, and the Smith brother was the perfect replacement. You can't tell me anything otherwise, man. Oh, Luden's. Luden's was the other one. Luden's was a little too medicinal. Just a little too medicinal. You kept trying to get that Smith Brothers sugar hit, but Luden's was like too effective. But the Smith Brothers, that was the Cherry Smith brother was a cough drop. Right there. Probably had Coke in them. Probably had something. Luden's Cherry, right? That was the shit, the Luden's Cherry. Hello, look, I started talking about cough drops. And our friend here has a cough. Carol has a cough. Mary Grether, hello, beautiful person. Right back at you. Look at that. Barbara Boo chimes in clove tea. Ooh, look at that. The witches are in the house. Let's see. Vitamin C IV will kick it for good. Myers cocktail. There you go. I knew it. The call to action. I love Next Generation. Great writing, great stories. I was often amazed at how deep the themes explored were. The original Star Trek seemed a bit hokey to me. It is hokey. Come on. It was the 60s. I would agree with you. The writing did get better. Let's see. The Sun Tzu's got some green tea. Yeah, there you go. You want to get in on the bridge? Tom is taking you to the bridge right there. Hey, do you like the new banners? They're good. I like the new banners. Don't forget, if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, zoom in on the QR code. Southwest Florida real estate with Lewis Walden. What's up? I hope you're selling some inventory. Scrubbies won't be here the rest of the week. Traveling. We're not going to divulge your route. You must keep it on the down low. We're here to make sure that stays on the down low. I feel dead. I agree with that. Enjoy the different energy at the end of my day. Yeah, enjoy it. Beautiful. Make sleep a successful experience. Let's see. We will miss you, Scrubbies. Scrubbies is a very important part here. Market update turns out people are most hesitant to buy when prices come down. Could not sell enough at all-time high prices. Never discount. Human nature. I am trying to sell my truck. The green Leviathan. And I started looking at prices for trucks. You can't really find my truck. It's very, very rare. It's a rare model. But I noticed that even the ones that are like totally tricked out, spiff, but not the same, but in the same sort of tiny zone, everybody's trying to discount their trucks. 20% off, 25% off. If you have money, it is a buyer's market. Let me tell you that right now. Major low energy and fatigue lately. I think a lot of people are just being worn down. Is that part of the asymmetric warfare? Just wear them down. We've got a lot of Aussies and Kiwis here. It's very cool. Maurice Ham checking in. Hey, Maurice, good to see you. Sandy Flo, take Mullen tea. Mullen actually tastes pretty good. Is that how you say it? Mullen? Mullen. Tastes pretty good. Sucrets. And Chak's the Sucret. There you go. Not quite a Smith, but didn't turn down a Sucret. Nice, Road Atlas. You were the first person to point out the eclipse I was born under during the beginning of my astrology journey. I always remember that. See, this is what you get. You get full service here with RobertPhoenix.com. The whorehound tasted like root beer. love Hires, the little Hires root beer things. Those things were good too. You know what they did? They tried to bring back a lot of those candies, right? Like the Royal Crown sour shit. They tried to bring them back, and it's like, this is not the same. I don't know who's making this, but some Chinese knockoff. It's not the same Royal Crown sours I had with the kids. Sorry, it's a big letdown. Sometimes you can't go back. You just can't go back. Door at the door. What's up, brother? Laura E. Tribbles. You know that. It's the Trouble with Tribbles episode. Molding is best to heal your lungs. I like it. I like it. Kate the Gardener. Hey, Kate the Gardener. We got a great crew today. Nebulizers are worth their weight in gold. Super, super tool to have. Meow Meow, Mune Sprout. Let's see. We're there. We're at the end. Pine Brothers, soft. Oh, I remember those. The good old days of cough drops. We're just coughing down memory lane, aren't we? All right, I got to do a little tease here for 15 minutes, which I'm doing today. Right here, I got to show this to you guys. And then we get into the weather. Now, which one of these people do you think replaced Charlie Kirk? It's not the spiffy black girl on the right. No, it is the dorky kid with glasses in the center. What? Yes. That is Charlie Kirk's replacement. Charlie Kirk has bird energy, doesn't he? I mean, if that's really him and not somebody wearing a mask. It's also interesting that he has a widow's peak. And now he has a widow. Is there any truth to it? Anyway, I'm going to talk about this guy. No pick. Oh, thank you. Oh, it always does this shit. Hold on. I apologize. I got to show this to you. Let's see. We'll stop the share. Let's do it one more time. Share screen. Charlie Kirk. Right there. One of these is not like the other. Now, the reason why, you can see the reason why, I'll talk more about this, that Candace Owens is so fired up about Charlie Birdman Kirk at TP USA because she was there. She was on the ground floor. She was moving and shaking with Charlie at TP USA. They were the dynamic duo. They were both agents of Venus, Taurus, Libra, the earth, the sky. And now you have this little sneaky Gemini. He's a Gemini. Just moving into Charlie's territory. Wonder how she feels about him. We'll talk more about it over on 15. He's got bird energy, doesn't he? That's like you can see people's like spirit animals and totems. He's got bird energy. Candace is chipmunk energy. That's her spirit animal, the chipmunk. And he is snake. He's a sneaky little fucker. Thank you for indulging me. All right, let's get into the weather. Digital ID is not sounding good. No. Fuentes took money from Netanyahu. Yeah, listen. Nick is not looking good. Nick has got his own problems, but whatever he started is out of the barn, as they say. It is. All right, so let's do some weather, shall we? All right, I got to get the weather up here. All right, there it is. The chart for the weather. Bringing you the weather. All right, let's even blow it up a little bit. There you go. Okay. Still first Dick and Libra balancing out. You got to balance out. This is where we are. We're balancing the doom scroll. Like, everybody doom scrolls, right? Like, oh, Jesus. Keep going. You got to balance that out. And I suggest cat videos, any animal videos. Animal videos are therapeutic. The problem is now is that AI is making, or people are making animal videos with AI. And the AI thing is like, it's kind of a catfish, isn't it? It's really kind of a catfish. It's like a bugger. I like that word bugger. It's a bugger. You think you're getting something. Oh, look at that cute little kitty video. Look at the rabbit video. And then they're fake. A letdown, right? It's like going out with somebody and you really like them. And you find out they're not the sex they purport them to be. So that comes with a real problem, doesn't it? I saw one of those. Who was it? Sally? No, it wasn't Sally Jesse Raphael. It was the other one, the blonde one. They were all competing in that talk show space. Right? That was really that was our version of live streaming. Jenny Jones. Remember Jenny Jones? Not the Clash song. That's her name, right? Jenny Jones? Blonde one. She had this trio on there, and it was this guy who broke off with this girl for another girl. And turns out, and this is like in the 90s, turns out the other girl was her brother who had gone tranny. And this is in the 90s. And he didn't care. He liked the other person better. Okay. And I got to tell you, as a representation of the female species, it was like hard to tell the two apart, strangely enough. And the other one was fairly attractive. The sister was fairly attractive. So this thing that has been going on with sex change and trans world, it's been going on for a while. I remember that one. I didn't watch a lot of that stuff, but the ones that I did watch kind of burned in my brain. And that was, I'm like, what the fuck? What would you do? Oh, you like this person better. And you don't care if they're part of some deception. And you don't care that you're maybe crushing the spirit of the other sister who once had a brother who is now her sister. You don't really care about that. It's like, it was a very interesting snapshot into the future. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we're here to balance all that now, and all the insanity and madness and all the fake witnesses and people. I got a lot of blowback, or some, not a lot, some blowback on the Sunday night show because I dared to cross a boundary that a lot of people just didn't feel comfortable with. And that's the Eric Kirk show. It's up to you. You can reject it. I'm here to show you the other side, right? I mean, sometimes people will say, he's negative, he's angry, he's dark. No, I'm just here to balance out the deficit. A lot of other people seem to be doing that these days. It's kind of in vogue. Although I didn't start it to be, I started it when it wasn't very popular. Or I started when it wasn't very popular. So we have the moon in Capricorn. It's a tough moon. Remember yesterday, I kind of fell into my own prophecy yesterday. I was not the smoothest or nicest person out there. So I apologize for people that had fractious interactions with me. I should have taken my own advice. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's like the voice in the back that just don't send that text. Don't send that text. Oh, you sent the fucking text. He sent the fucking text. What are we going to do now? Okay, we told you. Just wait. You told people to just wait. You couldn't even follow your own damn advice. Usually I do. But sometimes these aspects, they're overwhelming. And you deal with the consequences. Mars, Scorpio. I got to be careful of that. I got to keep my eye on Mars. Square Pluto. A lot of it's challenging now to separate the signal from the noise. We want the signal. The noise is very, very loud, and it's driving people insane. The noise. Mamdani is probably going to win the election, and New York, the city that we loved, is going to change drastically if he keeps to his campaign promises. You think things are spicy now? The guy's got he's got a 20% lead over Curtis. I never win the mayor race, Sliwa. So this energy is building. The amount of tension, the amount of unresolved, like you can't look at the Charlie Kirk thing and just say, well, that's resolved. They got the right guy. No, they have a patsy, and they got a problem on their hands. He's never confessed. Now the father is confused and says, I don't think my son did anything. You know, there was this time a long time ago. Let me give you a little insight here. And I apologize if I insult any Mormons. Sometimes I feel like I'm the Don Rickles of astrology. But there was this one time, I used to work in this apartment complex. There was a different one. This was back in the late 70s. It was for singles, right? It was like, ooh, singles. We've got activities. We've got single people. There's lots of booze. Maybe you'll get drunk and go home with somebody today. And then when you wake up in the morning, you're going to say, who are you? Pull back the covers. Who are you again? Oh, yeah. And I got a lot of misadventures from that place. But the one misadventure that I'm referring to is this guy who worked for ROTC. And he was an ex-Vietnam guy. And I hung out with him. Seemed, pretty cool, whatever. Chinese food. And, we're hanging out at the rec thing. He said, hey, why don't you come to my place? Because I'll close the rec thing. All right. So we go over to his house. Just, we get to know somebody. This guy's from NAM, Special Forces. And he's deep into a bunch of whiskey and beer. He's like really fucked up. It's like trending towards Martin Sheen and Apocalypse Now. I shit you not. And he looks at me and says, you know who the best goddamn soldiers are? I'm like, who? He's like, niggers and Mormons. I'm like, okay. Well, why? The niggers, they're not afraid. They'll kill anybody. I swear to God, this is what he says. I'm not making this up. And the Mormons, they'll follow any order. Any order. You tell them to go do something, they'll go do something. So the Mormons have a history of, even in the heat of battle and conflict, they'll do what you tell them to fucking do. If you tell that guy to go take your son, go march your son down to the sheriff. By the way, do you know that the Dairy Queen that he was in, they're fucking tearing it down? Do you know that? If that doesn't raise a Spock eyebrow, I don't know what does. That doesn't raise a Ben Shapiro eyebrow. I don't know what does. And it's these things, these egregious lies that are adding the fuel. It's sort of like a runaway fucking train, right? And instead of slowing down, more wood, more coal, whatever, right? Let's go. Keep going. It's just come on. And the train is just barreling down the track, and people are losing their fucking minds. I mean, not everybody. I'm sure there are people who are, just fine. In fact, I know there are people just fine. They're able to live in this world and really partition off. And even people that are kind of truthy people, they do an amazing job of partitioning their lives. It's almost borderline psychotic. They're that good, but it's a survival skill. And if you're in a situation growing up where it's always your home life is a hot zone, you learn how to partition. You have to. It's sort of like MK Ultra light. The virus has infected the system. So there are some people who just partition away. Hey, life's really great. I'm going on vacation. I just closed another big deal. You're too dark. You're too cynical. Look, I'm just a mirror. Sometimes I'm a black mirror. I mean, again, I just keep looking at this Mars-Pluto square. And it may not be, well, I mean, look, okay, where is the surveillance? Pluto and Aquarius is about surveillance. It's about the technological interface of the system watching everybody. And the internet becomes your everything. AI becomes a version of God. People keep sending me these videos, and they're well-intended conversations with AI. It's like all these different conversations people are having. AI is basically leading them down the path of the thing that they're looking for. Even though those people think, oh, I'm just having this revelatory experience. No, the AI is like a gypsy, and they have subtle cues and clues about reading where the conversation's going. AI is a jinn. It is a jinn, and it's been summoned. When you summon the jinn, it will tell you lies. That's the Mercury-Jupiter square, the complete confabulation of truth. It's Liesville. Now, it's also, hey, look, it's the glass half full look. After the 49ers loss on Sunday, people are screaming. Larry Krueger is screaming about the glass half empty last night. And when Larry screams, you think he's going to have a coronary thrombosis. We've got the Grand Trine, so you can do some quick pivots. You can do some quick pivots, but you're going to have to stay focused. And we're moving out of that territory. You got 2 days to change your life. Not much pressure there. Venus Moon trine, we like that, but it's pragmatic. And Venus and Virgo is, I'm succumbing to it. It's crossing my Pluto. So I'm been a little tough on people the last couple of days. It's okay. It's okay. But I have seen some beauty in this world. And when the time comes, I will share the beautiful experience that I had on Saturday. Touch my heart. Let's see. Oh, we got Eris. The Eris now is in the mix. We see it in that conjunction with Chiron. Oh my God! It's like it's the chaos, right, of Eris really getting in and making people feel uncomfortable with Chiron. Discordia, and Aries is war. But you see, we're Trump got Bibi Netanyahu to apologize. Okay, I don't apologize, but just this one time, and only because it furthers our cause. It furthers our cause. Huh. Watching him work with a new breed of, we have to control this anti-Semitism and make sure Israel survives. Like, if you want to get ahead, you know what you need to do. You need to get on your knees to BBs. If you want to get ahead, that's the surest path to getting sponsorships and the money that Charlie Kirk turned down, the shekels. They came with 30 pieces of silver. Charlie said, no, I'm not taking it. They said, you got to go, Charlie. You got to go. Pluto-Jupiter opposition. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? It's wide, but is the money, the things that you take, worth the price of your soul? And that's really the question, isn't it? Pluto is the silver cord that binds us to this world. And Jupiter, with all of its temptation and infatuation, say, yeah, just take it. Just take it. It's right there. Do as thou wilt. I think the best strategy for today, I do like the Jupiter-Saturn trine. Saturn went all the way back to 25 degrees. And in December, it will station 25 degrees. And it'll start up again. Here I come, moving forward. And it will, oh God, I've got this truck thing. Let me know when you are coming my way. Like, well, I can't come your way right now because I'm doing something. It's another level of tension. All right. Yeah, we got 200 people. That's a pretty good number. Let's talk True Hemp Science. And our True Hemp Science star of the day. You know who it is? It's Angie Dickinson, policewoman. And you need something to police your body. To go in there and find out where the free radicals are. To find out where the inflammation is. That's why you take True Hemp Science Solara. It is the binding and blinding light of the CBD, CBDA, and the THC. That'll be the Angie Dickinson, the policewoman of your body. Pepper. This is your pepper. You know, all you got to do is spend $100 or more. Type in 15MINS and you will get the goodie bag. We should just call it the pepper bag from here on out. And it's a little like this. You'll get some gummies in there. And maybe a few vials and tinctures and a little something else. Anyway, it's worth your while to get the goodie bag. You'll like it. I say, what is this? It's a little goodie. It's not quite a Smith Brothers cough drop, but it ain't bad. In fact, it's better. Anyway, $150 worth of free shipping. There's always a 30-day money-back guarantee. There you go, truehempscience.com. Let's talk pepper, shall we? Ooh. She is a hot one, right? Aries rising. She got Black Moon Lilith on her ascendant. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, Black Moon Lilith on her ascendant. Eris was in Pisces back then. Eris moves. So I think she got a lot of hate from other women. Angie slept around too. She had a lot of lovers. Frank Sinatra was one of them. And Frank and a lot apparently go hand in hand or hand in something. She's policewoman, and she has Aries rising. Hello, like that's what she does. That's where she gets her fame. All this other stuff. I mean, she was kind of a hit in Rio Bravo. Spent a lot of time in a lot of middling movies. Although she's great in what is it? Dress to Kill, Brian De Palma. She gets killed, but for the brief time she's on the screen, she's great. Right? Angie Dickinson comes to her fame later in life, and that's Saturn up here in her 10th house. She literally on the Saturn opposition at the age of 44 has Policewoman, which is a spinoff from Police Story, which was a series on NBC. A lot of that was written by an ex-cop named Joseph Wamba, but they had other writers as well. So at 44, Angie Dickinson became, for about 4 or 5 years, a full-fledged star. And she, like that show racked up Emmy Awards. Some of them kind of felt like lifetime achievement, but she was totally hot, right? Mars and Scorpio. Are you kidding me? Series in conjunction. She has a lot of conjunctions with the asteroids. She has Moon in Taurus. Great position for the moon. Great position for the moon. Moon in Taurus. Conjunct Chiron. She is a wounded mom. I'm going to get into that. Right? I will get into that for sure. Coming in, trining Mercury and Virgo. Right there. Comes in, and we got a grand trine with Saturn. Superpower. And then the moon, Pluto, sextile, Pluto, Mercury, sextile. And it all points upwards towards success later in life. She was, I think she was a bit wild. Uranus, Saturn square, she's a bit wild. Venus in Libra, squaring Saturn, Sun squaring. So she got married to Burt Bacharach. I find that interesting. She had a child with him. We're going to talk about her child in a second. She got married to Burt Bacharach, and the marriage didn't work. Now, Angie Dickinson blamed it on the fact that she got married right around the time of Policewoman to Burt Bacharach, the guy. This guy's in love with you, that guy. And it didn't really work because she was working all the time. And Bacharach is a creative type. And creative types together sometimes make John and Yoko, although some people would question if Yoko's really creative. But sometimes it works. For them, it worked. I actually think she was better on can't see her chart. All right. Thank you, Tom. Right here. There's her chart. There it is. Right. There's Aries rising. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. Sometimes I just, I go into stream of consciousness mode. It's the way it is. But creative types together can sometimes work. It can be very combustible. It usually works better if one person is the creative type and the other person may be creative in their own way, but there's usually more of a sense of, hey, I'm there for this other person. You know what I mean? And it can be man or woman. It doesn't really matter. Like there's some very creative women, and the dudes are just like house husbands. Well, yeah, you make the money and I'll sit here at home and I'll bake the bread and I'll take your money and I'll play with Bitcoin and all these other cryptos. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll keep a clean house and vacuum. I mean, sometimes that happens. But when you get two creative people together and they're not being creative together, that's a problem. And that's the sacrifice that she had with Venus. She's all set up to have a relationship, but she sacrifices her relationship ultimately for this moment in time in the Saturn opposition. Police woman. Let's talk about her daughter. So her and Burt Bacharach had this kid who's born, I think, in 23 weeks, severely premature, really premature. And maybe it's because of the prematurity, or maybe it's because of the jibber jabs. The daughter is on the spectrum, right? And the daughter was apparently so bad for the daughter. And this is weird. Like, I don't know anybody that kills themselves this way, but the daughter put a plastic bag over her head around the age of 42 and suffocated herself. Hello, Pluto in the fourth house. Right there, right? The wounded mother, Angie Dickinson, the wounded mother. Her father was named Leo. And she has Jupiter in Leo in the fifth house. And the father was what? He was in the publishing world, owned a newspaper. But then when they moved west, he just became a guy that worked for ultimately another newspaper. He was a publisher. What sign rules publishing? Sagittarius. What planet rules Sagittarius? Jupiter. Fifth house. Angie had some talent. She has got that Jupiter-Uranus trine. She'd be fun to hang out with. But man, her personal life is a mess. And the hate with that Black Moon Lilith on the ascendant, palpable. And she's got this true note in the 12th house. This is somebody who goes to see psychics. I'm telling you that right now. And her friends don't know. Or her friends didn't know. Angie, I think she's still alive. She eventually wound up marrying another guy. Like, she was married 3 times. Or she was with this guy who was like, I don't know, 20 years her junior. It's like, yeah, I'm married to Angie Dickinson. Yeah, man. She's fucking 80. She's 80, dude. I know, but I'm still married to Angie Dickinson. Yeah, I'm married to a policewoman. Yeah, pretty soon you'll be married to orderly woman to take care of Angie, your policewoman. All right. That's it. Thanks for being here. I hope you found it entertaining, perhaps somewhat a little enlightening. And of course, call to action. That is your QR code right there. Your QR code for, guess what? A cup of coffee right there. If not, there's a link for a cup of coffee in the chat. I do this because I've been demonetized. I would love to have some super chats here, but I can't get them. And once more, if you haven't, like and subscribe right there. Like and subscribe. I wish I had it on the other side. Can I change it? Rename. Hi. Okay. There we go. All right. That's it. The show's over. I'll be over on 15. Oh, by the way, let me do this. I'm going to put this in chat. Hold on. I'm going to put this in chat. I should have done this earlier. I'm going to be on today with Miguel Connor from Aeon Byte. And let's see. Where is it? Let me get this. Where is it? Right here. All right. Let me get this. Come on, go to the show. Go to the show. All right. It's a good lead in. I like the lead in. Here we go. Right there. There's the link for today's show with Miguel Connor talking about David Bowie. That's right. David Bowie, his astrology, his very occult driven life. And somebody who just really wanted to be normal. That's a takeaway I have of Bowie. He just wanted to be normal. Unfortunately, couldn't be. When you create Ziggy Stardust, it's hard to be normal after that. Not impossible, but it's hard to be normal. Anyway, check it out. That's going to be at 12 noon Central Standard. Yes, an hour between 15 minutes and that. Enough for you to get some food, come back. And if you don't see the show live, it'll be there. It'll be there. Okay. Thank you, one and all. God bless you. Use your head in order to discern what's real, your heart to so it's possible. Robert Phoenix, take care. Take care of yourselves. Treat each other well. Bye for now.